Hello YouTube, Freddie Cardona here. Welcome back to another episode of Driving and the News, where I commute to work, listen to 1010 Winds in the New York Metropolitan area, and bring you with me. Let's get into it.
Vaccine shots a person should get and how often. The advisors are expected to discuss the plan at a meeting on Thursday. Ann Flaherty, ABC News, Washington.
In Dallas,
part of the ongoing investigation is to see if they are related or they're not related at this time.
Police spokeswoman Kristen Lohman following 3 incidents in just over a week at the Dallas Zoo. That's where an endangered vulture was found killed, a snow leopard somehow got out of its cage, and somebody cut an opening in the monkey habitat. Zoo President Greg Hudson.
We are offering a $10,000 reward for information that leads to arrest and indictment.
Well, the zoo has added more cameras and is also adding additional security after hours. So, was this you?
I waited in line for like 6 hours.
That story plus traffic and the word on the snow next.
For everything your business needs to make this year your year, Staples has you covered.
I need to organize all my papers and files from last year and the year before that.
Staples has you covered.
I need to clear clutter from my office, and my home office, and my home.
Staples has you covered with everything you need to get organized this year at amazing savings. Right now at Staples, get up to 50% off select file folders, file cabinets, file boxes, and storage bins. Make this year your year at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 1/28 in store only.
Meet Joe A,
Hi.
Joe B,
Hello.
and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect, support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Winds News Time 7:51. Traffic and transit on the ones, and here's Karen Stewart.
I would stay far away from the New Jersey Turnpike, Eastern and Western Spurs if I were you. I wouldn't go there in your car. That's how bad things are. We are bumper to bumper.
She said, I wouldn't go there with your car. She's amazing.
Eastern and Westerns, because on the Western Spur, southbound at 15W, the left and center lanes continue to be blocked due to the remnants of an accident and a truck fire that were out there earlier. We also had an accident on the Eastern Spur at 15X amidst all this craziness. That thing has finally been cleared away. The Eastern and Western Spurs are just completely shot. Southbound. Northbound, we're open, but they're kind of shot too. So I would wait this trip out if I were you, if it's necessary for you to take the Eastern and Western Spurs of the Jersey Turnpike. Southbound Garden State Parkway, very messy to 153 for Route 3 in Clifton. We've got an accident there in the left between 145 and 153. It's just messy on the Garden State Parkway in general right now. We've got an accident in Newark on westbound 22 at Route 21. We've got an accident there in the right-hand lane. And as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, 30 is the number inbound over at the Holland, the Lincoln, and the George Washington Bridge. And as we take a check of mass transit, both directions of the B's and the city-bound Q's are delayed following a brake activation at 7th Avenue. They are the only mass transit delays that we've got. We're sponsored by LifeVac. Our next report is 8:01. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Choking is the 4th leading cause of accidental death. Protect your loved ones with LifeVac. Made in America, this easy-to-use device safely clears airways. Order today at lifevac.net and use code NEWS for 20% off. Well, you're probably more likely to get struck by lightning than to win the lottery, but there is another humongous jackpot up for grabs. We'll have details on that in a minute. Dean, odds are excellent for some messy weather tomorrow.
Yeah, but the odds aren't great that we're going to get that accumulating snow in the city. We think there could be a coating to an inch near the city, but right now we're saying and feeling that it doesn't amount to anything measurable in the city itself. That could change, but even if it does, it's just a minuscule amount. So that snow arrives tomorrow, then goes over to rain first in the near suburbs in the city, and then less quickly as you go farther north and west. That's why areas north and west of the city up towards and beyond that 287 corridor could get 1 to as much as 3 inches of snow before even those areas will go over to rain. And the biggest thing that you might have to be grousing to me about with this storm is not the snow. It's probably going to be the rain coming down tomorrow night into the early hours of Thursday morning, and I think that's going to wreck the commute for Thursday Thursday morning with some flooding in poor drainage areas and ponding in the roadways. Will dry out for a couple days. Looks like Saturday's dry and there could be some rain on Sunday. Today's dry, it's breezy, and it's chilly. Right now, the temperature 37. Real feels are in the 20s with that wind. We're going up to a high today of 45. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore in New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
There's another giant jackpot up for grabs. There was no Powerball winner last night, so Wednesday's drawing is now $526 million. Good luck. Well, the problem wasn't Taylor Swift. It was Ticketmaster, and today a Senate panel takes a closer look at the recent issues with that company.
Senate Judiciary Committee Chair, Democrat Amy Klobuchar, says Ticketmaster users have faced high fees and long waits, with the platform failing to make improvements as the dominant player in ticket sales. Today, the committee will hear from Joe Berchtold, one of the top executives at Live Nation, the company that owns Ticketmaster. Even before calling off a planned ticket sale for Taylor Swift's first tour in 5 years, Ticketmaster had been plagued by complaints of price fixing and hidden fees.
At Steve Dorsey ahead of the meeting, no comment from Live Nation. A former top FBI official under arrest over his ties to a Russian oligarch.
He was on the take from Oleg Deripaska. This is a sanctioned Russian billionaire, an aluminum magnate, someone whose properties in New York and Washington have been searched by the FBI, and he's been on the U.S. sanction list for a while. And according to this indictment, Deripaska wanted off the sanctions list, and he enlisted, allegedly, McGonigal's help to try and do it.
That's Aaron Kaczynski. Charles McGonigal pleaded not guilty to the 4-count indictment, which was unsealed yesterday. We usually hear about those going out of business, but it turns out new businesses are booming. Bloomberg Money Watch next.
When family gets older, or if they require special assistance, it can feel like a full-time job. Well, maybe it can be your full-time job. If you're a New York resident, you can get paid a competitive salary plus benefits to care for your family members through the Personal Touch CDPAP program. Learn more today. Call 718-368-6222. That's 718-368-6222. Getting paid to spend time with the people you love? Yes, please. Personal Touch Home Care.
We give you that personal touch.
We're back at Frank's Deli. Tony is next in line. He walks 2 yards to the counter. He's asking a question, and
yes! He's got one of the new cash multiplier scratch-off games from the New York Lottery. He has the chance to multiply his winnings up to 50 times and win up to $3 million. Wow, we'll be talking about this play for a long time, folks. Just incredible.
Play the Cash Multiplier series for a chance to multiply your winnings dramatically. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus.
Now Bloomberg Money Watch on 1010 Wins with Steve Potusk.
Now, Susan, the number of new businesses setting up shop hit an all-time high last year. That's according to data from online review site Yelp. Now, nearly 638,000 businesses opened on Yelp's platform in 2022. That compares to almost 567,000 pre-pandemic in 2019. Now, the number of new businesses catering to homeowners and offering local services soared. Now, openings of dining, shopping, and nightlife establishments, the most hard hit by the pandemic, continue to remain below pre-COVID levels. And while big cities are seeing a burst of new hotels and beauty businesses, some states are lagging, and that includes New York and California, 2 states that have seen their populations decline during the pandemic. Now we'll see if stocks decline this morning after gains yesterday. S&P futures are down 10 points now. NASDAQ in the red 52, Dow futures giving back 96 points. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
7:57. Good morning. It's Susan Richard with this message and a quick question for you. Did you live, work, or go to school in Lower Manhattan below Canal Street, either on 9/11 or in the 8 months that followed? If you did, you really need to contact Barish and McGarry at 911awards.com. That's because you may be eligible for both free lifetime health care and an award from the 9/11 Victim Compensation Fund. You see, our government created those programs for everyone who was breathing in all that toxic dust downtown, but many people aren't enrolling for a couple of reasons. Number one, they mistakenly think that it's only for first responders. That's not true. Also, they don't realize just how many cancers are now on the list of 9/11 illnesses, and we've just been telling you this month that they added uterine cancer to that list. Also, You can enroll even if you're currently healthy. So let Barish and McGarry help you do that. Go to 911awards.com. That's 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
Play the harp in a blues band, take a polar bear plunge, learn Latin and a Korean cooking class.
John Montone, what's with the long list of activities?
My 2023 New Year's resolutions.
Well, Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the perfect solution. During the Start Something New sales event, why not begin the year in a brand new 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee?
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my commute to work. A bunch of commercials in this one. But hey, commercials can become vintage also 10, 15 years from now. All right, guys, we thank you, and we'll see you on the next video.